What's up, fam? I wanted to show you guys my what I use to brew my micro tea. And this right here is worm castings, and this one is bat and seabird guano. Looks kind of powdery. See, I could get a good view for you guys in there. There we go. Looks kind of powdery in there, and it sort of is powder. Come on, focus. And this one is the worm castings. This one will go in the bag also, and I put them in the Ziploc so they could stay fresh. They don't come in a bag to stay fresh, so I put them in the Ziploc. Kind of looks like coffee grounds. Let me get you guys in the light. Pour a little in my hand. Little shit in my hand. This is the only shit that I would probably hold. See, it looks like coffee grounds. This is the only shit that I would ever probably touch, because it's actually shit. And guano is shit too. But this is for the microbes inside of your pot. If you guys want your microbes to be alive, your soil, or if it is alive, this is what you guys have to be giving it. The nematodes will work also, but the worm castings, when you brew it, along with the bat guano, and I also add 2 banana peels into my screen bag when I'm brewing this. I'll add 2 banana peels. I'll show you guys a video of all this soon. So when I brew this, I brew it all together for about 24 to 30 hours, depending how cold it is. You have to have it around 75 degrees. If it's colder, it'll take longer. So that's why I say 30. And right now where I'm at, it's a winter time, so it takes a little bit longer, but it's all good. As long as you got that foam, there's foam that'll create over the top as it bubbles. Once you got all that foam bubbling, it's ready to use, and use it immediately. Don't unplug the pump and then leave it sitting. Use it right away, because it's alive. Once you're done brewing, that soil, the brew, is alive. So when you give it to your soil, it's gonna bring your soil to life. So that's why I like using worm castings and bat guano. I'll be sure to add the measurements. I use 1 or 2 cups of that, and 1 or 2 teaspoons of the bat guano. Maybe 3, 1 tablespoon, 3 teaspoons, and 2 banana peelings. That's what I use for mine. And I'll be sure, like I said, to I'll show you guys the video of how I do it, but I want to show you guys what I use on my micro brew. And it's a micro brew tea. It feeds the soil. It doesn't feed the plant. It feeds the soil, so that the microbes get fed with this, and whatever the microbes leave behind or poop out, whatever, your plant will uptake it fast. And I'm still using the bottled nutrients, so it helps, and Fox Farm really contributes to the microbes. They don't just water the plant. Fox Farm is really good at feeding the microbes with their nutrients. So that's why I kind of like Fox Farm. But if you use all of this stuff here, you don't need Fox Farm. General Hydro will work just fine. But that's an extra benefit from Fox Farm. is that all those nutrients that you give it, they feed the microbes as well. So it's a plus. But yeah, I'm gonna get to making this. I'll see you guys on the next one, hopefully right here brewing the tea. So I got one banana. I usually use 2 banana peelings, but this banana was old already, so I just cut one banana in pieces just like that. Then I got 2 cups of the worm castings, and we're gonna use one tablespoon of molasses, blackstrap unsulfured molasses, and 1 tablespoon of the bat guano and seabird guano. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients. So it's 2 cups worm castings, 1 banana cut in pieces, or 2 banana peelings, 1 tablespoon bat seabird guano, and like I said, 2 cups worm castings, and 1 tablespoon blackstrap molasses unsulfured. So I'm gonna mix all this up and put it in the screen bag. I made this screen bag. I had some lace curtains, and I cut it into a, so you could tell the top of the curtains right there, and I just cut it into a square and sewed it into a bag. So I improvised on this one. I have screen bags, but I use them for my bubble hash. I don't cross contaminate things like that. So I just made one. Got an old lace curtain and made a bag out of it. You can see I'm not that good of a sewer, but it works. Alright, I'm gonna put everything in the screen bag, and I'm gonna get at it. We're gonna brew her in this bucket with the air pump in there. So you gotta have the good air pump that pumps oxygen, a little bit of air. This one pumps water and air. I don't know if you can see in there, but it pumps air and water. So if you got an air pump, that'll work just fine too. But this is what I have, and this is what I use, and it works just as good. And it came off of a fish tank. This is the breather hose letting air in, and then let me pull her up just a little bit so you can kind of see that she has air, oxygen in there. All that white bubbles coming out of there, that's all good oxygen. That's all good oxygen for your microbes to live. And I clipped it here, and we're gonna brew it for about 24 hours at 75 degrees. If it's cooler than that, it's gonna take longer, which is fine, but always have your air in there, aerating the water. If you don't, it'll become it'll get bad. So you have to have oxygen in there, or stir it up every 1 hour, 2 hours. Stir it up and make them foam bubbles come out. If you don't have the pump, you don't need the pump, but it's more work. So I'm gonna get at it. I'm gonna brew this stuff, put it in the screen bag, and then I'll come back with you guys when I put it into the bucket. Okay guys, so I got the 1 tablespoon blackstrap molasses unsulfured, and then I got all my ingredients: the banana, the worm castings, and the bat guano right in this bag, this screen bag. So now we're gonna go straight into the water. I tied her up, got her all tied up. Let me go back a little. So now we're gonna go into the water. And we are brewing. Now you just want to leave her in there. I got this other camera right here so I could give you guys a better shot when it's done and foaming. So now that she's right there in the water, let me grab my molasses. The molasses you could just throw in the water just like that, because obviously it won't work in the bag. So just throw your molasses in there. Wash off the spoon really good, and you'll see now that I just started brewing. You'll see now there's no bubbles or foam, but as she brews, it's gonna go 24 hours. So as she brews, you'll see foam start appearing, and that foam are your microbes. That's a good sign that your microbes are coming alive. And the molasses feeds the microbes. You can't do it without molasses. You need some kind of sugar to activate the microbes so they could start eating. And once they come alive, it'll start foaming really nice. So alright, well, we'll see you guys tomorrow when this tea is done brewing. If not, I'll show you guys a couple of hours, maybe 15 hours. I'll come back and I'll show you guys how it looks. But for now, I'm gonna let her brew, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Alright? Cheering him out. Peace.
You